How does a teacher choose a king? After the night of the broken oath, Acharya Chanakya left Patliputra with a purpose burning inside him. The insult had awakened destiny, but destiny needed a carrier. Magad needed a ruler, not just one born to a throne, but one worthy of it. And so began Chanakya's long journey across the villages, forests, and dusty fields of northern Bharata. He travelled lightly, carrying only a cloth bag, a few manuscripts, and a mind sharper than any sword. As he walked, he watched, not for wealth, not for beauty, not for lineage, but for a spark, a combination rare in this world, fire and humility. Because fire alone creates tyrants, and humility alone creates saints, but together they create a king. Chanakya knew that somewhere in this vast land, such a person must exist. Days turned into weeks. He met farmers, potters, young scholars, soldiers in training, even princes. Many had strength, many had intelligence, a few had charm, but none had both the fire to change the world and the humility to serve it. His search continued. One afternoon, in a small village surrounded by fields of swaying wheat, Chanakya heard the loud voices of children. Curious, he followed the sounds. A group of boys were playing war, sticks as swords, a circle traced in the mud as the battlefield. Their laughter rose and fell like a song. But one child stood apart. He was not the biggest, not the strongest, not the loudest, yet he commanded the game. His instructions were clear, calm, confident. "You two take the right flank," he said. "You hide behind the trees and wait until they rush forward. And you, go pretend you are retreating. They will chase you, then we catch them in a circle." The boy's eyes sparkled, not with mischief, but with strategy. Chanakya watched, intrigued. The children followed the plan, and to no one's surprise, the boy's side won. He didn't celebrate loudly. He didn't mock the losing side. He simply smiled softly and said, "Next time, you will win. You were strong today." Fire and humility. Chanakya stepped forward. The children fell silent. This tall, intense, wild-haired Brahmin was unlike anyone they had seen. The boy looked up at Chanakya, not with fear, but with curiosity. "What is your name?" Chanakya asked. "Chandragupta," the child replied. The name echoed in Chanakya's mind like a whisper from the heavens. He knelt to the boy's height. "Who taught you these strategies?" he asked. Chandragupta shrugged. "Nobody. I just see things. I see where people will run, where they will hide. It is like the battle is already inside my head." A quiet breeze passed between them. Chanakya looked into the boy's eyes. They were bright, thoughtful, sharp, like a young lion who had not yet discovered his roar. In those eyes, Chanakya saw everything he had been searching for: courage, intelligence, compassion, leadership, destiny. "This child," Chanakya whispered to himself, "will rule." He placed a gentle hand on Chandragupta's shoulder. "Would you like to learn?" Chanakya asked. "About the world, about kings, about how to build a land where no child must fight to survive." Chandragupta nodded without hesitation. "Yes, Acharya, I want to learn everything." The other children watched in awe as the two began walking toward the village path, one in simple robes, the other barefoot, dust on his feet, but stars in his destiny. For the first time since his oath, Chanakya felt peace. The broken shikha on his back felt lighter. He had found the one. Together, teacher and student walked away from the fields, unaware that the world had just shifted. One day, this boy would sit on the throne of Magad. One day, the Mauryan Empire would rise. One day, history would remember this meeting as the moment two paths merged into one destiny. But for now, it was just a warm afternoon, a quiet village, a hopeful teacher, a barefoot child, and a journey that was only beginning.